Have you ever heard of a building that was constructed from the top down? I mean, think about that. A massive, unbelievably intricate temple that wasn't built at all, it was carved out of a single solid mountain. No, it's not some fantasy movie concept. It's the Kailasa Temple at Ellora. And today, we are going to dig into the incredible mystery of how this was even possible.
Seriously, how do you do that? It goes against everything we know about construction, doesn't it? You start with a foundation. You build up. But here, they started with the roof. And that bizarre, counterintuitive idea is the absolute key to understanding the genius of the Kailasa Temple. So the secret sauce here is a technique called monolithic architecture. The best way to picture it is to imagine a sculptor standing in front of a giant mountain-sized block of marble. They're not adding anything, they're not stacking stones, they are just taking away rock, piece by piece, to reveal the temple that was already hidden inside. It's architecture by subtraction, and the scale of it is just, well, it's hard to wrap your head around.
And here's where it gets really crazy. When you're building a house, right, you're adding bricks. It's an additive process. You mess up, you can take a few bricks off, fix it, no big deal. But with monolithic carving, it's a subtractive process. Every single chip of the chisel is permanent. There's no undo button. One wrong move, one crack in the wrong place, and the whole thing, maybe decades of work, could be completely compromised. Can you imagine the pressure those artisans were under?
Now, an idea this revolutionary doesn't just pop out of nowhere. It was the grand finale, the culmination of centuries of architectural trial and error. To really get the Kailasa Temple, you have to trace its DNA, its ancestry, through the dynasties that paved the way for this masterpiece. The whole journey really kicks off back in the 7th century. You had the Pallava dynasty, and they were the pioneers, the ones who first started experimenting with carving shrines directly out of rock. Then, about a century later, the Chalukya dynasty took that idea and ran with it. They refined the style, building the incredible Virupaksha temple. You can literally see the family resemblance in the architecture. And then the Rashtrakuta dynasty came along, took that blueprint and just perfected it, creating the mind-blowing structure we see at Ellora. Of course, behind every world wonder, there's usually a visionary with deep pockets. And for the Kailasa Temple, that was King Krishna I of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. His ambition clearly wasn't just to build another temple. He wanted to create something that would literally defy the laws of architecture itself.
Okay, so we've got the who and the when, but the real question is how? How on earth did they actually pull this off? Let's break down the master technique they used to turn a mountain into a temple.
You know, when you break it down, the process is surprisingly logical, almost elegant. First, you dig these 3 massive trenches straight down into the mountain to isolate a gigantic rectangular chunk of rock. Then, step 2, you start at the very top, carving out the main tower. Step 3, you just keep working your way down, hollowing out the inside to create rooms and pillars. And only then, at the very end, do you go in and carve all those breathtakingly intricate details. It's just a masterclass in planning and execution. This is what absolutely blows my mind. The architects and the sculptors had to have a perfect, 3-dimensional model of the entire temple in their heads before they even made the first cut. Think about that. There was absolutely no room for error. One slip, one miscalculation, and a structural element could be ruined forever. It is an unbelievable testament to the skill and focus of these ancient masters. And what was the result of all that skill, all that precision, all that artistry? Well, it's this: the world's largest monolithic structure. Not just one of the largest, the largest. Nothing else on the planet even comes close. It is truly, utterly unique. But the Kailasa Temple is so much more than just an engineering marvel. It's a canvas, a living, breathing work of art where the epic stories of Hindu mythology are etched into stone for eternity. Every wall, every pillar, every sculpture, it all tells a story.
The temple walls just pulse with this incredible energy. You can almost feel the ground shake when you look at the sculpture of the demon king Ravana, his muscles bulging as he tries to lift Mount Kailash, the home of the gods. Then you see Shiva as Nataraja, the cosmic dancer, caught forever in a moment of creation and destruction. And there's the stunning Ardhanarishwara, half Shiva, half Parvati, a beautiful symbol of the divine masculine and feminine coming together in perfect balance.
And what's so cool is that the artists at Kailasa weren't just copying what came before them. No, they were innovators. They were pushing the boundaries. You can see it in the sculptures of Nataraja, the cosmic dancer. There are 12 of them in the temple complex, and as you look at them, you can actually see the artistic style evolving, becoming more refined and powerful than the earlier Chalukyan tradition.
You can really see the difference when you put them side by side. The earlier Chalukya Nataraja is beautiful, very graceful, polished, typically with 4 arms, but the Rashtrakuta version at Kailasa, it's raw, it's powerful. It often has 8 arms, showing this immense cosmic energy. The style feels so much more dynamic, more expressive. It's not just a change in looks, it's a whole new artistic statement about the nature of the divine.
So, when you put all of this together, the revolutionary engineering, the deep, rich history, and this constantly evolving, breathtaking artistry, what is the final verdict? What is the legacy of the Kailasa Temple?
Honestly, the Kailasa Temple just breaks all the categories. It's not really a building in the traditional sense. It's a sculpture, a colossal open-air sculpture that you can walk through and touch and experience. It's a perfect, seamless fusion of art and architecture, and it's a powerful testament to the truly limitless potential of human creativity.
You know, in our modern world of quick fixes and disposable everything, the Kailasa Temple is this incredible, enduring reminder of what is possible when human beings have a singular, uncompromising vision and the patience and determination to see it through. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What modern-day mountains could we move if we just approached our biggest challenges with that same kind of focus and that same unwavering belief in the impossible?